Sharmishta. Thank you for joining us today. I know you've been doing a fabulous job with Spelling Bee. Would love to know a little bit about, what you've created, please.
Thank you, Devki, for inviting me. It's been a pleasure being connected with you and also offering this platform to your students. Master Spellers has been a long cherished dream because since childhood, I've been following Spelling Bee, the way it is conducted in the USA. And it has always been my dream to bring something of that sort in our country as well. And Master Spellers, because we cannot really have a mainstream and a generic only spelling bee in our country, because Indian requirements and Indian sensibilities are very different from what the Western students possess. And here, a lateral form of language learning works better for school students. I've been in the space of language learning all along. And through Spelling Bee, what we're trying to do here is spellings is only a gateway to language learning. But the deeper you get into it, the moment Spelling Gateway opens, you also see that it improves upon the nuances of the child's understanding of grammatical skills, etymology, sentence formation, and the basic linguistic skills. So Spelling Bee, although it's a competition format, but at the same time, at the heart of it lies a lot of deep language learning. And that is what Master Speller students are getting out of this platform.
That sounds really holistic and amazing. And, when we were growing up, we didn't have any of this. We were really stuck in the whole rote learning system. So this sounds fabulous. I also wanted to ask you, so once kids enroll with you, what are the tools you actually use to prepare them? How are they engaged? What is the journey that they're taken through once they register?
Oh, they get engaged at various levels. First and foremost, I am delighted to share here that now Oxford University Press of UK are our partners. We have collaborated with them. So they curate our entire content. And we have prep books, which are downloadable, workbooks that the students can access once they register. Along with that, because it's a technology-based platform, we want to address the apprehension of the parents, especially of the primary schools, that our child is not so comfortable with the computer yet. So we have created a very child-friendly platform where most of the questions are multiple choice questions. They just have to read the question and select the correct answer. And we have created demo tests on their dashboard, particularly for this purpose. So with this practice, the child gets very comfortable with using technology as well. We highly discourage mobile phones, and we want our children to be on laptops or on desktop to do this test. Similarly, we have word baskets integrated into the platform, and that is connected to the Oxford Dictionary. So there are 100 words per level that Oxford and I together, our team together, we choose. And these 100 words as per the CEFR levels, that is grade wise, the student needs to know the spellings of those words, the meanings and the synonyms of those words. So that word basket is also integrated directly to the Oxford Dictionary. So in this, they get various tools of learning. And at no point, it's so comprehensive that, in fact, we urge the students to make the most of this opportunity.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it sounds really interesting. There's a lot of things going on aside from just spellings. You're learning so much. There's synonyms, and all of these things actually really help you, develop as an individual to speak proficiently. Because when you are, when you have a basket of words to choose from, it's so much easier to string sentences together, as opposed to wondering what words to use for which situations.
Absolutely.
Great. So, tell me about some of the exciting moments you've had with students in competitions. I mean, I myself have seen, these kids at spelling competitions. I remember when I was growing up, we used to have Bonvita quiz contest, which was one of the most interesting shows for me to watch. I used to wait for it. And we would hear and see kids, who were my age then, actually giving the most incredible answers. And, it's so interesting. So what are some of the experiences you've had with students, who have participated in this?
Oh, children are absolutely amazing. At some points, I feel that it's the parents' anxieties that we really need to set aside. But the kind of potential that these children have
Yeah.
It astounds us. And that is also what keeps us going, where we are constantly working on our content improvisation. A few moments that apart from our virtual rounds, our grand finale is the time when we meet our participants in person.
Yeah.
And the level of excitement and enthusiasm that we get to see from these children, it is absolutely infectious. So we have had students who've come up to us and said that, because of Master Speller's vocabulary and the kind of rounds that we give them, like choose the odd one out and correcting the word forms and rounds like those, they have remarkably improved the child's writing and speaking skills in schools as well. So the parents have also come up to us and said that we just got into it as a competition, but little did we realize that this competition and the learning that the child gets is going to impact the child's language skills so significantly. So that has been a great validation and been a very exciting moment. We have masterclasses also, which are weekend workshops from the quarterfinal levels onwards. And where those are more focused learning platforms, where our trainers connect with the students in small groups and train them through the rounds. That's another space where we get a lot of positive feedback. And the children definitely get way, way more than what they really expect.
Absolutely. And how many levels are there, like, until you reach the finals?
There are 4 levels. The entry point is the preliminaries. From where they move to the quarterfinals, the semifinals. And then the pre-finals and finals are an integrated version, where pre-finals are, they are online. They again do the spell the word round. And out of the pre-finals, we choose the ones who will make it to the grand finale, which is by invitation. It's an auditorium round. We don't charge any fees for that round. We invite the students, and that's exactly on the lines of the US spelling bee that we get to see on TV and that we've been following all along.
Yeah, I think, and what is the duration of this? So from the time they register till the finals, how many months is the whole?
We pack it into the entire academic year. So right from April to coming April, the preliminaries to the grand finale is done. Also a new feature that we added this year, because we have students now all over the country from various schools. So earlier when we had school-wise rounds, now we leave it to the participants also to minimize the absenteeism. We have a book my slot feature there. So they can choose their slots and they can, connect with our examiners online to take their tests. So that's working really well for us because it works to the parents and the participants' advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell me, what are your plans with Master Spellers? Like, where do you see this going? How many students do you envision this having over the next few years?
Plans are great because I think we have had a great start. The kind of response we got from schools and the number of schools that are joining us year after year, I think it can be the biggest spelling bee in our country and international as well, because we've started getting inquiries from other countries as well. And we are looking at Master Spellers being at the top position in the next 3 to 5 years.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Sharmishta. It was great to have you here and talk about this. I think this is a much needed initiative in our country, which is also fun, but also competitive. So it kind of mixes everything together and is not like an exam, even though it is. It is a test, but it's a very interesting, engaging test that actually allows a student to have fun and meet participants from all over the world. So it's great to have you here today. Thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing and growing Master Spellers with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's wonderful being together in this.
Thank you.
Thank you.